What is the worst possible thing that we can do if we're trying to lose weight? There's a lot of different diets out there, a lot of different people putting out a lot of different information about different ways to lose weight. And today I want to talk about the top 10 mistakes that people make when they're trying to lose weight. If your weight loss regimen or your weight loss goal is stressing you out, and you are stressing over the number of calories you're eating, or you're stressing over what the scale says every morning or something, you want to recognize that when your body is releasing a lot of stress hormones and you're really stressed out, your body is not in a fat burning mode. If you are trying to lose weight, one of the very worst things that you can do is stress yourself out over trying to lose weight. Now, of course, we as humans are naturally stress ourselves out over things, we're hard on ourselves, but if you recognize that stressing yourself out is preventing you from losing weight, that'll also help you place importance on relieving yourself from stress. The next mistake is to fall into the trap of wanting instant results, instant gratifications. I want to lose 20 pounds in 1 week. There are definitely some weight loss regimens and different cleanses and things like that that have claims that they are going to help you shed anywhere from 10 to 20 pounds in a week. And while there are definitely some health benefits to some of these cleanses, and some of these weight loss regimens probably actually can help you lose that much weight, I just want to point out that easy come, easy go, and the other way around. If you are losing 10 pounds or 20 pounds in a week, you just want to recognize this is probably not real sustainable weight loss. So most people aren't just trying to lose weight for a week and then go back to the way they look. You want to have a sustainable weight loss goal. You want to be on a general trend of losing weight and in a healthy way. And this tip is just pointing out that if you're going for that instant gratification or instant results, it's probably not going to have a sustainable or healthy outcome. Doctors in general will recommend that losing 1 to 2 pounds per week is healthy weight loss, and losing much more than 1 or 2 pounds per week is probably not so healthy, and also is going to result in excess or flappy skin as your body is actually losing weight more quickly than your skin can readjust and tighten. The next mistake is extreme calorie restriction. Now, while restricting your calories or reducing the number of calories you're consuming will help you lose weight, and while a lot of people can afford to cut back on the amount of calories that they're eating, if you are on a starvation diet, or you are not eating at all or really severely restricting your calories, not only are you going to be losing fat, but over time you'll be losing your muscle mass as well, and that's going to make you weaker and diminish a lot of your strength and stuff, in addition to leading to nutritional deficiencies and leading you to a state that's pretty unhealthy and pretty unsustainable in terms of not only helping you keep the weight off, but helping you maintain a healthy lifestyle. So while calorie restriction in and of itself can be useful in losing weight and in dieting, extreme calorie restriction and starving yourself is a mistake if you're trying to lose weight. So when you think about losing weight, what do you think of? Arguably, most people think of diets or dieting, going on a diet. But really and truly, while dieting and adjusting the foods that you eat can certainly help prevent you from gaining excessive weight that you might be gaining on a different diet, it's actually the exercise that helps you to burn fat. So of course, eating a healthy diet is very, very important, and we'll get to that later, but exercising is crucial. And if you're expecting to lose weight just by changing your diet and without exercising, it's certainly possible, but it's really not nearly as effective as making sure that you're getting 30 to 40 minutes of good, you're breaking a sweat, your heart is beating exercise at least 3 to 5 times a week. So on the flip side of that coin, this next mistake is depending solely on exercising to lose weight without changing your diet. Now, again, it certainly is possible that you could not change your diet at all and start exercising and actually lose some weight, but it's important to recognize that as long as you are eating foods that promote the storage of fat, so empty calories and high sugary foods, high fatty foods, your body is in fat storage mode. And in order for your body to be in fat burning mode, you've got to be burning more than you're eating. So if you're not adjusting your diet and you're not eating a healthy diet of nutrient-dense foods, then your exercising may just be kind of like helping you stay at the same weight, or maybe you're still actually losing weight, but you're not going to have any real significant weight loss if you're not adjusting your diet to be more healthy, to eliminate foods that are causing you to gain weight while you're trying to lose weight. So when I talk about healthy foods or avoiding foods that cause us to gain weight, I want to bring up the idea of the empty calorie again, and I've talked about this in previous videos. When I first heard the term empty calorie, which often describes things that are really high in fat or really high in carbs, like potato chips, oh, it's just empty calories. It has this notion like, oh, they're just calories that disappear. They just kind of dissipate into the air and go away. Well, no, that's not what an empty calorie does at all. Basically, an empty calorie just means that it's empty of nutrition. It doesn't actually contain any nutrients or any protein or any of the nutritive elements our body needs. And so really that calorie is turning straight into fat. So some calories we eat, our body turns into energy. Some calories we eat, your body has nothing to do with it but turn it into fat. So what is an empty calorie? Maybe it's easier to think about what is a whole natural food, and I've done videos on this as well. But foods that contain whole grains, of course fruits and vegetables, which in themselves they are a whole food. These are things that are very nutrient dense. Those calories, you ingest them, your body uses them. That's turning into the energy that's helping you run later that day. Whereas when you're eating refined sugars, refined carbs, hydrogenated or highly processed oils, these are empty calories. Basically, that's your junk food, that's your fast food. There's, like I said, another video about this as well. But this mistake is eating the wrong things. You're still eating empty calories, you're still eating things that are causing you to gain weight, and that's definitely not going to be helping you to lose weight. The next mistake is going on a low-fat or no-fat diet. The truth is our bodies need fat to make things like our brain cells. In fact, all of the cellular membranes of every cell in our body contain a layer of fat. And so it's really important that we are incorporating good, healthy fats into our diets. So those are like omega-3 fatty acids. Avocados have a lot of really good, healthy fat in them. If you are under the impression that fat in equals fat on your body, I just want to point out that most of the weight that is on our bodies is actually coming from carbs. So you hear about a beer belly or about eating potato chips. When we are eating carbohydrates, and especially when we're eating refined carbohydrates, processed foods, that turns directly into fat. So you can just kind of look at that bag of potato chips and picture it, maybe like picture it on your belly. But if you're feeling like, oh no, I can't eat any fat, I'm trying to eliminate fat from my diet, that's a big, big weight loss mistake. Not only is it going to be unhealthy for you, but it's not really helping you lose weight. What you want to do is be focusing on reducing the amount of empty calories, of refined carbohydrates from your diet, and really having a balanced diet all the way around without eliminating any one thing from your diet at all. The next mistake is to rely on the nutritional claims made on the packaging of foods. So there's Diet Coke, there's fat-free this, there's almost always a fat-free or diet version of any healthy, unhealthy food that you find. And there's a couple things I want to point out. A lot of times whatever they're doing to the food to make it fat-free or sugar-free is often way unhealthier for you. So we're talking about artificial sweeteners and hydrogenated oils and these different kind of shortcuts that companies can do to their food so that they can put that claim on there. Doesn't necessarily make it a healthier food for you. Secondly, it's really easy for us to see something like diet or low fat and our brains to go, oh, this is going to help me lose weight, or this is a health food. But a Diet Coke is still not a health food. It's going to spike your blood sugar and make you hungry. It's going to have a lot of artificial sweeteners in it, which have their own slew of health problems. And so it's kind of a decision for us to just recognize, okay, just because it has a nutritional claim doesn't mean that it's healthy for me, or doesn't mean it's going to help me lose weight. In one of my previous videos about whole and processed foods, I said that whole, natural, healthy foods don't make nutritional claims because they're just plain nutritious. And that kind of comes in here as well, which is that we don't want to be relying on nutritional claims made on a packaging when it's still a processed, unhealthy food. The next mistake would be turning to some kind of prescription or over-the-counter drug or supplement that's claiming it can help you lose weight. Fen-Phen a couple years back was a really big one that ended up with really bad results and going off the market and everything. So I'm not real familiar with a whole lot of the different drugs that are out there now, and certainly your doctor could let you know if there are some that really can help you with healthy weight loss. But in general, I would say turning to over-the-counter drugs or anything like that is not a good idea, because we don't really know exactly what all the different side effects are, and in a lot of cases the side effects they do know about are bad enough already, but ultimately they just don't always know what the long-term effects of a lot of these drugs are, and that is really scary to us on looking at our health down the road. And then also I don't believe that most of these drugs are going to give you the sustainable, prolonged weight loss that most people are looking for. By far, the best way to lose weight in a healthy, sustainable way is exercising and altering your diet to contain more healthy, nutritional foods. And relying on drugs to do it for you is probably just going to make it worse. The last mistake that I want to address is going on a diet in general. And again, this is something I talked about in a previous video, which is that you've maybe put yourself in a mindset of, I'm going to go on this extreme diet for this amount of time and I'm going to lose all this weight. And it may work. You may go on that extreme diet and lose a lot of weight, but it's really probably not very sustainable. And as soon as you go back to living your lifestyle the way that you've been living it up until now, all that weight is going to come back. And so this tip is about getting out of that in a diet, on a diet mindset, and just recognizing that simple, sustainable changes to your lifestyle and to the way that you're living on a day-to-day basis are going to go a lot longer in helping you lose weight and keep it off, looking down into the future. So the diet mindset makes us feel like, oh, I'm going to be starving all the time and it's going to be really horrible. You know, just the word diet in general, that brings up a lot of pain for a lot of people. So if you can realize that you don't have to go on some extreme diet to lose weight, you can actually make small sustainable changes to your lifestyle that are going to help you lose weight and keep it off, and you will be on your way to losing weight sooner than you'll even know. So a lot of diets out there will tell you all of the things that you cannot eat. But in a future video, I'm going to tell you the top 10 things that you can eat in order to promote weight loss. And in another video, I want to talk about self-image and self-esteem, and whether we are dieting because we have an aesthetic that we want to look a certain way, or we think we're going to feel better about ourselves, or whether we're trying to lose weight for our health. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope that you liked this video. If there are any other weight loss mistakes that I didn't cover, or weight loss myths, please leave me a comment and let me know. I would love to hear what you guys have to say, what your experience has been with dieting and weight loss. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and to subscribe to the Psychetruth channel.